Audi victory at Nürburgring. Matthias Ekström scores a dominant lights-to-flag victory and wins his first DTM race of the season.
I am very, very satisfied about my race result, and also I'm really satisfied how the team have been working all weekend long from Friday to Saturday. We've been keeping a bit more cool than normal. The car have been changing a bit to my liking, and just very, very satisfying to see that when everything works that we are still able to win races, and that makes me really happy now before the summer break.
Once again strong in the Eifel, Bruno Spengler. After a thrilling battle with Mike Rockenfeller, he benefits as his opponent locks up under braking just before the end and moves up into second place.
I was stuck behind Mike the whole race and couldn't overtake him. He didn't do a mistake until 2 laps to the end. He did a really good job. I think it's not easy when you have someone behind you the whole race, and when someone is quicker, I was quicker than Mike, but just not possible to overtake him. Some occasions I was really close. I could brake a bit later than him, but to overtake really was a bit tough. But anyway, he did a mistake 2 laps to the end, and I could overtake him, and I was very happy to get this 2 points more. You never know what can happen in DTM. Even 2 laps to the end, it's never over. I never give up, and I could overtake Mike 2 laps to the end and get these 2 points more for my team and for me.
Bad luck for one, good luck for the other. In spite of his slight mistake just before the end, Mike Rockenfeller made a strong comeback to his old form and scored his best result to date in the Eifel by finishing third.
P3 is quite nice. I should be happy, but unfortunately I was the whole race fighting for second position, and then, or not fighting, I was in second and then I lost it in the last 2 laps because I made a mistake, so that's always quite tough to accept, but that's racing, that's sport.
Spengler increases his margin over his main rival Martin Tomczyk. Early in the race, the Audi driver collided with Jamie Green and thus loses valuable positions in the battle for points.
My start was excellent. I was already alongside Bruno in the second corner. Then Jamie came up. There was some contact. He pushed even more in the third corner and then really pushed me off. I lost 4 places and the aerodynamics on the front part of my car were destroyed, and I had to finish the race like that. It was more or less a matter of damage control. There was nothing more I could do. Too bad, but what can we do?
For Jamie Green, the race was anything but optimal too. Having started from second place, the Brit already lost positions in the early stages and he only finished 6th.
Starting on the front row, I was hoping for a top 3 at least, but I dropped back on the first lap. Had a hard fight in the first few corners, which cost me some places, and for the rest of the race I was in traffic, so it was very frustrating, but that's how it goes sometimes.
Mercedes-Benz drivers Ralf Schumacher and David Coulthard caused discussion at the start of the race. After 2 subsequent collisions, Schumacher retired, Coulthard crossed the finish line in 70th place.
It was a mistake of mine. My braking point was too late and I touched David at the brake side of his car. There were many cars in the infight and we crashed again. I couldn't see anything, but I think it was a normal accident, and that's happening sometimes.
The stewards gave both drivers a penalty, suspended for the next race. 86,000 spectators enjoyed an excitement race at the Nürburgring. Here the result of the 6th DTM round at a glance. After more than 1 year, Matthias Ekström finally wins a race again. Gary Pavitt moves up from 13th to 8th and scores 1 point. 7 cars in the top 10. Audi dominated the weekend in the Eifel. Oliver Jarvis moves up from 15th on the grid to 10th place. And here the point standings at a glance. Bruno Spengler still in the lead. Martin Tomczyk loses ground and is now 7 points down. Matthias Ekström moves past Rockenfeller and is now 5th. The second half of the season starts with a great race at Nürburgring. Following the 1-2-3 for Mercedes-Benz last year, Audi strikes in the Eifel. In a little bit less than 4 weeks, the DTM is heading to the UK for the next round at Brands Hatch.